You are welcome to the very first episode of A World Without a Map. My name is John Wills, the CTO and culture officer of Futurist Digital. And right beside me is Elon Jobs, director of strategy, Futurist Digital. Mr. Elon Jobs, please can you introduce yourself?
So I'm Elon Jobs, as I said, and I'm the director of strategy at Futurist Digital Group, and also the CHR. You are welcome to The World Without a Map, and I hope you enjoy this podcast.
So, Mr. Elon Jobs, A World Without a Map. I'm quite fascinated by that. Okay. What exactly does that mean, a world without a map?
So, while I was thinking about communicating culture to people, and I look about it that in essence, do we really can say that we have a culture or we have a roadmap that people should follow through? No. So what we should rather do is to talk about a world that we do all live in that doesn't have a map. And what do I mean by that? A world without a map is you understand that each and every one of us is a unique identity. That is a map.
Okay.
A world on its own. Like we all are one of our own. We all are an entity that just happen to exist. We are a celestial being, we are a spiritual being, we are a biological being, physical. We are all of that. So we are a evolutionary process in action. We are this whole evolved thing that happen to be. And that way, how do we provide a compass to that? And that's what I mean by a world without a map, and that's the reason for the podcast.
So from what you just said now, you mean that a human being himself is a whole institute, is a whole entity.
Yeah, exactly.
So that is that very entity needs to fend for himself.
Mm-hmm.
So are you saying that in this world, and I believe we all have parents, like we have people that give back to us. Mm-hmm. So you are saying in a nutshell that in a way we are an individual entity, like not a collective being.
So I love your question. Yeah, you have an historical background, you have a biological background, you have where you are coming from, you have a parent, you have whatever that give out to your guideline and see. But each and every one of us, right at those points in time, are individuals. Before we talk about this world that intersect each other, so each one of us is a world. So that's why the fact that you have a parent, that's why the fact that your parents, they are a world of their own, they have their own concern, they have their own world, that you live in an institute of self. So the self itself is a world. That's what I mean. So I'm particular about that fact that we all are standing alone. You understand? And as much as that, we have to make decisions for our life far beyond the collective, because if there is no great individual, there is no great collective.
So now you mean to say, as you are an individual entity, mm-hmm, you should think differently on your own. So are you trying to say we should not, as a human being, because I think you should not walk, you should not behave exactly the way your parents behave? Because I think, okay, many of us, majority of us, are actually built on how our parents are. So are you exactly saying that we don't necessarily have to follow the footsteps of our history?
So I said earlier that this world intersect, but as much as possible, you don't want the old world to overshadow the new world. Okay. So the old world is your parents, is your guidance, is your sibling. You don't want them to overshadow who else you become of the world. So that's why you have to make individual decisions. I think prior to all decisions about having a successful life and having a pursuit is the idea of extreme ownership, knowing that you own the world. You are the world, and you own that world, and you have to make decisions about that world. No matter every other world that intersects with yours.
At least you are the CEO of your world.
Exactly. In fact, if there's something else, maybe director or whatever, you are of that world. At least you are individual. That nobody goes to prison for you when you kill somebody. Yep. Is that correct? Nobody. You are. Nobody goes to whatever for you because you stand as an entity. Right from the fact that they give out to you, and you have become a standalone decision. That's why even your parents cannot kill you legally under the law.
Yeah, that's true.
So at that point, you know that you are entities that coexist. Nobody will take responsibility for your crime, and nobody should be able to take responsibility for your success. So you make all of those decisions by yourself. Extreme ownership, 100% responsibility.
Extreme ownership, as you said. Many of us believe in the idea of God and other supreme beings that actually control us. What do you say to that?
So even if the existence of celestial beings have been under strict and thorough controversy from time being, there are elements of science and fiction and mythology and this spiritual exploration that have shown that maybe it's an ideation or it's an idea, or rather it's a concrete being that lives somewhere. Or even people have argued the fact that maybe God has died, is dead. So whatever the case may be, whatever we all want to believe, I believe that the idea of God is something that is solid and concrete in our societal experience. And the crux is that understanding where the time of supremacy, of spiritual supremacy, come into physical exploration and expression. So you have to understand that there are a lot of things that are within your control. You may not be able to say when it will rain.
Okay.
If you believe God does that, maybe. Or you may not be able to say when the sun will come out, or all of that. Things that are far beyond your control, just regularly. But things that matter to your life, you are the extreme owner of those decisions. You are the extreme owner of every other thing that's primarily within your concern, which includes all your decisions and indecisions. You understand? All of the other things that are terrestrial based or this environmental based may not be your territory. But when I mean extreme ownership, you still have to make decision to say, I am responsible for all the things that happen in my life.
So, with what you are saying now, like for guidance and parents, they most likely wants to give you particular instruction on how to actually live your life. Are you saying by taking extreme ownership of your life, you should not subject yourself to those instructions? So
the problem with that, which is a very, very thoughtful question, is that the school system that we grew up with do not allow us to ask the most critical question of all time, which is not what do you want to become, which is what school asks. What do you want to become? I want to become a teacher, I want to become a lecturer, I want to become a doctor. No, that's the most fundamentally wrong question. It is who do you want to become?
Who do you want to become?
So who do you want to become? If you get that straight, that who do I want to become? Do I want to become like my parents? Is it the best decision for me to become like my parents? If that is your best decision, your dad is a lawyer, and then you have this family heritage that every single person from ours becomes a lawyer, and you really want that, you deeply want that. That's who you want to become. You want to become like your dad. You want to become exactly like your dad. I love the way my dad. There's a time I was really cautioned it by Gary, and he was saying that his daughter desires to become a YouTuber. So if she's taking all of the instruction that is coming from her dad, then that's fundamentally sound, because she loves from her bone to be a YouTuber, and her dad is a successful YouTuber. So that's in alignment, because she knows who she wants to become, and then she could pursue that. But when all you want to become do not have any alignment or resemblance with who your parents are or who those your guardians are, then you don't want to take mentorship from that spot. You don't want to take mentorship from those directions. You want to take mentorship from those that exactly look like who you want to become. If you want to become a technology enthusiast or an explorer, a space engineer, whatever, then you should be taking instruction on how Elon Musk went ahead and do it. You see him talking about first principle and the fact that you have to build the machine behind the machine and all that. You need to consume and immerse yourself in all of those content. You don't want to take instructions and guidelines from people that do not know how mass work. When you want to be a mass scientist, a mass entrepreneur, whatever. So that's the point.
So from what you have been saying now, I have found out that there's a reason. There's actually a reason for why we have to have a mentor in our life. So now, how important is mentorship in our life? Or can't we live a life and find things out ourselves? Why do we have to have a mentor?
So go back to our topic, which is a world without a map. If there is a world without a map, you need compasses, you need axes, you need, how do you map this? You need to recognize what waters look like, where are dry lands, where are oil, where are natural resources in your own life. So before you can do that, you need the instructions and the idea and ideation from the right source. You understand? I always talk about the idea that there's this whole thing about manifestation that is very key. You see, before you can manifest, you need mentorship, because the way the human brain works is what they call, this idea they call in science the mirror neurons. That is, our brain kind of want to do things that we have seen happen and that we really desire. You understand? If you see somebody that play football, you love to play football. You don't just wake up in the morning and thinking that you want to play football. You have to see somebody playing football, and then your mirror neurons will mirror those actions, and then you love to do it. So you have to have people you want to mirror. You have to have people that you want to build a map that will navigate your world just like there. You understand? What you want to make of the world is a world that does XYZ. So who are the people that are doing XYZ? Who exactly is doing XYZ?
So that is, you have to look for people that are better than you.
Exactly. People that are better than you, people that have done it, people that have the prowess, people that have the experience. You don't want to be theoretical with your life, because what you actually want to do is build an atlas. You understand? You want to build a map. So it's real. It's a real work thing. It's a real work. You want to map something, it's a real work. You want to give guidelines to where there are no treasuries. Even yesterday, 2 months ago, to whatever, people see create new local government. Yeah. You understand? They see create new ways, new pathways, new bridges, new country, new whatever. Because they are new, that shows how much the world is evolving. Somebody will come on there and say, all the map that we have of the current world, it should be look like this. So when you become Atlantic, so people are naming all of these things. So because it can be that complex, all of the world is complex and is in complexity. So because of that complex, you need guidelines. You need insightful guidelines from the people that have actually done it the way you wish it is done, the way you want it to be done. You understand? If you want to be someone like Elon Jobs, he's talking about working 80 hours a week, but eventually you should be open to that. That means you can't get it done at that scale if you are not doing it at that scale. Like, that's how you get insight, and that's how you get to map your whole world. So you need it. You need mentorship. Call it. You can't just navigate the world without having one.
You're talking about mentorship, and I had an idea of mirroring. Mm-hmm. Do you actually have to be beside the person that you want to be mentoring? If I want to be your mentee, do you actually have to be where the person is, or you just have to, you can see them from afar?
Well, I love that question, but I really appreciate the idea of immersion. Immersion is putting yourself deeply and soaking all of your body in the body of work. So that would not necessitate the fact that your mentors or the who you want to become might not be within reach. But how do you immerse yourself in their world? Whether it's through podcasts like this, through video, through courses, through books, through whatever. How do you find a way to immerse yourself in them? It's quite awesome if you can physically see through their work. You can live right under their nose, under their garment, when you can feel it to the bone. You understand? When you can feel the exactness of all their activities, it's quite faster, it's quite easier. You know, it's fascinating when we start hearing the story of Steve Jobs was a mentor to Larry Page and Sergey Brin, and this guy was a mentor to that guy, and I don't love that. Because in that world, that's why it's quite easy to get it done in those settings. But in this world, maybe one part of the world that is not that privileged. That's one of the reasons I buy expensive books. It's because of that. I want to immerse myself, at least, I bet, within the resources that I have, in those people world. Consuming as much as I can find on their topic, on how they are doing it and how they are getting shit done.
Thank you very much. So, I love the wealth of experience someone like Elon Musk have in technology. But personally, I don't like the idea of him breaking up. And if actually he's my mentor, and as much as I like his wealth of experience in technology, what about the religious part that I don't like? Do I still have to mirror?
Do you just love his wealth of technology, love his success too?
Of course, I love resources.
So the point is that you have to understand the exact of what you take to attain success at those scale. So I always talk about micro and macro decision points. So micro decision is those tiny bit of decisions that we make on our daily life that we easily justify. You understand? And the macro decision are what that now look in the grandeurs of things, like across time, what the effect look like. So when we are looking at external, we look at all this macro effect of things, but you cannot say in particularity the macro decision allowing you to say this marriage is not working, let me get it done. And then the point is that if you really understand the idea of who you want to become, then you have to be able to subject your opinion of the world of how to become those people to the fact that maybe it's part of what it takes. At least for him, in his context, in his world, maybe that's part of what. I'm not saying you should be go ahead and compromise every single thing that you can compromise. You also attain it by fire. It depends how much you want. But if it will take that, what that is giving back to you as a feedback loop is that if it will take that, will you be able to do that? You understand? That's what it takes for him to be where he is today. At least that's what we as far as we can tell. It's until you understand the macro decision that allow him to that make him go ahead and do that. But fundamentally, maybe that's what it takes. And then for you to be someone like that, you have to kind of be willing to negotiate those grounds. And if you can't, I venture good luck with you mapping a world that works exactly like that. But the point is that you can also learn a lesson on what he got wrong that you don't want to get up. You understand? Okay. Maybe something you learned about the conversation of marrying this kind of lady or whatever. Then if you can pick from that lesson, you can use it to inform the way you map your world.
Okay. So earlier you were talking about the fact that you are an individual being and you should take 100% responsibility of yourself. Mm-hmm. Now, looking at what you just said now about mentorship and mirroring what somebody else has done, it's contradictory. Like the fact that you have to take decision yourself and you are a human being of yourself and you are different. Mm-hmm. And again, you talk about the fact that you have to seek mentorship and you have to mirror them. They sound contradictory.
So what I'm talking about is not you gobbling other vomit. You understand? What I'm saying is that you need the toolsets and the toolkit for you to build the map that will guide your world. So, and that is what the idea of mirroring looks like. Getting to understand how to build it, not letting them make decision for you on how to build it. It's just getting to know how people have built it and getting to know who you have become and how that person got and how much of ideas and processes you can learn. And then you don't want to reinvent the wheel. Does that make sense? Okay. You don't want to go ahead and build what you built before. So you want to do as much as possible so that you can build your world. That do not mean that means it will influence your decision in one way or the other. But that does not subject you to dictations. Okay. What it means is that now you know that this will prone to error. Now you know this can lead to success. Then make your decision. It's up to you.
So it's still up to you, leaving you with options.
Mentorship leave you with options
and making it clear, the two options clear. Like you can see the options and you can know the clear path you want to follow.
Exactly. So mentorship give you the room to see what has worked and what has not worked and whatever, and then make your decision about it's still your life, it's still your world. What you are just doing is learning how to build atlases and how to build maps and how to navigate the world and how to get all of the diggings and exploiting out of the world that you have right within your control. Your mind is a big place and your mental capacity is far reached that it can do much of what you are dreaming you want to do. At least the things you are dreaming you want to do. So if you want to build that into actualization, you need people that give you guidelines, people that have done. So that will cut your journey of wasting time and all of that, and then you're able to build your map for your world.
Okay. Going back to the individual part of it, that you are a single entity. being a single entity shows that you are different. Then is there a particular reason why you are even existing?
So that's a complex topic, and then we are asking that why do we exist. We are talking about the idea of purpose and wanting to be purposeful, and I think it's something that we can talk about in clarity maybe in the next episode when we explore all the details and intricacies of a purposeful being and how to be purposeful and how to why we really exist. But one thing that you should know by now is that there's a word and you are a word. You understand? And that word is without a map. You understand? And then navigating that word needs insight. And that's when you start moving to the idea of purpose. Those are the starting of the conversation. Now, just say this thing. That you are a word.
And you are
there's
an
a word and
individual.
a word. And a word is a word. And that word is without the map. And you need the map. How do you live it? How do you live with the right principle in the world without a map? And how do you go about it? Without a map.
A word without a map. Thank you very much, Mr. Elon Jobs. Meet us next week on purpose. Why do you have to be purposeful? What is purpose itself? So thank you very much. Meet you next week.